I'd like to introduce to you the new AVA Jacket from OMM. This is the lightest 3-layer, fully featured mountain running jacket. The fabric that we're using here is brand new from Event. It's a DVStorm shell. It comes in at 66 grams per metre squared. And if we have a look on the inside and outside of the jacket here, you can see we've obviously got different fabric inside, different fabric outside, and that gives us our 3-layer construction. First feature to look at on the jacket is the hood. So important to have a hood that when you're up on the mountains, the weather comes in, that it works and you don't end up looking at the inside of it when you turn your head. We've got the standard crown adjustment on the top there, it takes the volume out of the hood, and the adjustment down the side of the face. What's different is that we've put a face gusset around the inside of the hood. That means you're not bunching the outside of the fabric and you get a nice tight fit around the side of the head. The second area on the jacket that we've looked at is the cuff closures around the hands. It's always a problematic area, and we think we've got a pretty amazing solution to this. So there we'll show you now that we've changed the direction that the wrist closures go in from a standard jacket, which means they come around underneath your hand and underneath the wrist rather than over the top. This means you get a much smoother finish on top, which helps you to shed water off the fabric quicker than you normally would, and having a catchment area on top. So Throw turns the wrist over now. You can see on the inside that's wrapped around, but if she opens that, she then has the option to take it down around the back of her thumb, or around the top of her thumb and onto the palm of her hand. This gives you a really nice tight finish across the back of your hand, which you can see with Throw there, which again comes down, covers the knuckles and gives you more protection as the user and keeps more water off your body, getting it away from you as quickly as possible. The next area for us to look at is how we sort out getting water past the waistband. So if I ask Throw to turn around, the classic problem you have with any waterproof jacket is the drop tail. If you put the tensioning system through the bottom of the drop tail, when you tighten it, your jacket does this. That means you hold a lot of water in this area, and it also makes it more difficult for the water to shed itself quickly. What we need to achieve is a drop tail sitting down like that. What we've done to achieve that is across the line of the waistband, you can see here that we've put a tension system in there rather than running it around the bottom of the drop tail. If we look inside the jacket, you can see it fitted in there. And by doing this, it ensures there's a nice good closure around the waist with a smooth finish across the cheeks. Our next major area of consideration in the design of the jacket is how we constructed the pockets. If you have a look at the inside of the jacket, which is where the story starts with these pockets, we've used a 0.0 fabric, which is different from most standard mesh linings. This is about 30% of the weight of a standard lining, and we will never ever sacrifice functionality for the sake of a few grams. So what we've done is we've sealed it and then we've stitched it to make sure that it will never separate. We redesigned the hood by putting a face gasket into it. We've looked at the pockets and changed the way that we construct those. We've completely redesigned the wrist closures on this jacket, and we've also changed the way in which we do the closures around the waist. We've changed the panelling inside it, and we've chosen what we believe is a truly exceptional fabric which complements all of the work that's gone into this. And this is why we believe this is an award-winning jacket.